guys, so I am happy to announce that I'm partnering with Laura Mercier for this video. They are releasing a new foundation, and I've been a longtime fan of Laura Mercier. It's a brand that caters to the everyday girl, regardless of what your lifestyle is, whether it's busy or easy to use. I feel like they have an array of different products for different types of skin. So when they reached out, I was super happy to do this video and talk about their new foundation. Now you guys know that I'm super picky when it comes to foundations. I don't like feeling cakey. I don't like a bunch or a load of makeup on, especially now that it's summertime and it's hot. You know, everything seems to just melt off your face. Now, their new foundation is called the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation, and it's their most long-lasting foundation yet. I am in the shade 4W2 Chai, and the foundation is now available at Sephora. What I like about this is that it is a medium to full coverage foundation, so you can really get an opaque coverage, but you can also sheer it out if you wanted to with a damp sponge. Now with that being said, I typically go for a more tinted moisturizer, something lightweight, but this feels super lightweight, but it stays put and it doesn't budge anywhere. So it's sweat proof, which is great, and it does not come off, which is really nice. It is a matte finish. I would say semi-matte because it doesn't look flat on the face. It doesn't look drying or flaky or anything like that. It doesn't cling to dry patches either. It's nice and creamy, and like I said, it lasts all day, and it's perfect for if you are on the go, you just live a busy lifestyle and you just don't have the time to touch up your makeup or get to it or, you know, be bothered, because I know by the end of the day I get home and everything it's off. But this stuff stays put and it just makes the skin look flawless, but without looking flat, if you get what I mean. So I'm going to start off with priming, and I'm using Laura Mercier's foundation primer, and this is the hydrating version. They also do a radiance and an oil-free. I've used this in the past. I've used all three of them, and I think they're fantastic. You get a lot of product for, you know, what's in this tube. So I love this, especially if you have dry skin and you just want to prep it. But I love the hydrating one. It's my favorite out of all three. So I'm just going to prime my face with this. So I'm going to go in with the foundation, and this is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation. And again, I'm in the shade 4W Chai. I'm kind of a bit darker than what I normally am at the moment. And if you see, my face is a lot brighter than the rest of my body. I wear a ton of SPF, so my face doesn't tan, but I have been at the pool a couple times, and on vacation when I went to Paris, I got a bit of a tan on the river cruise. So I'm using a color normally, you know, that maybe two or three shades darker than what I'm normally. But again, it's super creamy. It blends like a dream. I love it. It's such a good, long-lasting foundation. Now for underneath the eyes, which is something that I actually already own and I've used and I love, and this is Laura Mercier's Candle Glow Concealer and Highlighter in the shade 2. Now it has this sponge tip applicator and this clicky bit, so I go underneath the eyes and it's creamy enough that you can blend it out with your fingers and it just melts away. I have a bit of some dark circles going on right now, so using this is a plus. Now normally I don't use powder throughout the winter time, but now that it's summer, I need some type of powder because I get super shiny. So I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. Now this is another cult classic that everyone raves about, and it's a good powder. Now for the cheeks, using their Laura Mercier's Face Illuminator in the shade Seduction, which is this coppery kind of highlighter. Now this is something also that you could dab on your eyes, and I did this off camera, but I just dipped my finger in it and literally just swiped it across both eyelids, and again it just gives some type of depth, and it will pair nicely with the lip that I'm wearing. This is Laura Mercier's Velour Lovers Lip Color, and this is in the shade Foreplay. Now, I've been obsessed with what I like to call popsicle lips. This is an orangey red, by the way. I love it. So I take the lipstick and warm it up with my ring finger on the bullet to get a stain first. And then I'll go straight in, kind of put it on and sort of blur it around the edges. And you can do that with your finger, you can do it with a Q-tip. Super easy to do, but a really fun way to wear color. And then I will take a little bit of translucent powder and kind of pat it over top to just give it more of a matte finish if you wanted to do that. And I think it's really fun, a fun way to wear color, even if you're someone who wants to try color and you're scared to. This is my full face. I'm gonna go out and run my errands. It is about like 9 a.m. so I'm just starting out my day. And I will check in with you guys later and let you know what I think. I'm super up close, but I wanted to show you what it looked like. It's now about 6 p.m. and pretty impressed. I mean, I'm a little shiny, but not super greasy or oily or anything like that. My blush area, or the lipstick that I use, obviously it's off. I ate, but I still have some of that red lipstick that I dabbed on my cheeks. It's still put, but super impressed. I'm sorry if my arm is shaky. I'm holding up the camera. But yeah, so far so good. Forehead's not super greasy and it hasn't really settled, other than like I have frown lines here. Or I don't even know if they're called frown lines, but these little lines here. But other than that, like, concealer's still in place.